Hi everyone and welcome back. So in this class, we'll see together how to personalize your Houdini interface to something that you like, and it doesn't need to be specifically what you're seeing right now. So let's open Houdini and let's start. In the last class, we have made this very simple animation just to give you an idea of how to use Houdini nodes and how they work. Today, I will start from this classic Houdini interface and I will show you how to customize it. So you'll find that every single person that uses Houdini has a different workspace. And that's because we are all different. And maybe you like to have the parameters tab on the left side for whatever reason, or the node network in the middle. So while I will be recreating my workspace, I don't want you to follow exactly what I do. I want you to understand how to customize it so you can create your own. So let's start by saying that I would love to have more space for my network view. So I can just go here on this pane tab operation, click on it, and I want to split this pane top bottom. Now over here I can add my geometry spreadsheet. So I will go into plus, new pane, inspectors, and I will choose geometry spreadsheet. This is very useful and in a moment we'll see why, but you'll find that most of the UIs always have this enabled. I can now make a little bit more space on this side as I want to have more space to play with my nodes. So I want to collapse all of this. So to collapse it, I can use this small arrow. You see, if I choose this one, this will get collapsed down, but I want to collapse this panel. So I can click on this arrow. Okay, right now I have lots of space for my nodes, but I don't see my parameters. So how can I enable my parameters? There are two different ways. You can either just press P as parameters and you will see this little thing appearing over here. This is where you will see your parameters. It's just like a floating pane. And I can just test it by creating a geonode. And that will work for most of the cases. You see, you can just change it however you want. Another way to do that would be just to hold P again. So we just hide it and I will just split this one again. In this case, I will split it left to right. And in this case, they are both identical. But here, of course, I want my parameters. So let me go on this plus and choosing parameters. I will also delete my obj. That's another way. It depends what you prefer. Usually this tends to be one of the most common Houdini workspace I've seen, so that's why I'm showing you that. In case you want to change your background, you can press D in the viewport and you will have all these options. Again, don't be scared. All of this tends to be very easily understandable, so take your time to go through the options. What we are interested to change right now is the background. You see the color scheme is light. I personally like it to dark gray. So if you want to keep this as default, you can definitely save as default. Okay, this is getting closer. Now, something that I like to have over here is a grid, so I know how to snap my nodes. So you can enable that by going into tools and choosing grid lines. In this way, I know that I can snap, as you can see, my nodes and I can keep everything a little bit more organized, I guess. And I think these are all the basics of what I wanted to show you today. But if you now close Houdini and reopen it, you will see that this will all disappear. That's because we need to save it. See, the location where we can find all our workspaces, it's here when it says build. And we have lots of them, by the way, but don't change it, otherwise you will lose all of this. So what I will do is save this desktop. So I will choose save current desktop as, and I will choose a name for that. So in this case, I already have mine, so I will not do that, but you can name it however you prefer and then click on save. Then you will be able to find it in this list. So the next time you open Houdini, you can go here and choose it, but that will be a little bit slow. Let's see how to set your workspace as the default one. For that, we need to go into the edit and then preferences and then general user interface. In this pane, you will find the startup in desktop. As you will see, it's already set to a custom desktop I've made that's called Mario Personal. In your case, find your favorite one and then click on apply and accept. The next time Houdini will boot up with your custom desktop. So let me switch to mine so you will see what I've done. So it's basically the same idea, but I love to have two different node networks. And I will explain that a little bit later why I think it's useful. But for now, let's not focus on this part. I will actually probably close it so it will be easier for you to follow. So we have a node network here, parameters here, geometry spreadsheet on this side, and then of course we have our viewport. Okay, so definitely take your time, make this your own space, because by customizing that, you will have a better time in the software and you will make it yours. And that's something I think is very important, especially in Houdini. So I hope this video was useful. If you are enjoying this series, please consider subscribing as new videos are coming each week. And I will see you next time. Cheers!